Hello, everyone, and welcome to our English language classroom. Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey to understand one of the most useful and sometimes tricky tenses in English, the present perfect. This tense is your key to sounding more natural and expressing complex ideas about time. Think of the present perfect as a bridge. It connects something that happened in the past directly to the present moment. Understanding this connection is vital for fluent communication, especially when sharing your life experiences or discussing ongoing situations. For English as a second language, ESL students, mastering the present perfect is a significant step towards advanced fluency. It allows you to talk about your life story, recent news, and things that started in the past but are still true today. This tense adds depth and precision to your conversations. We will explore its structure, common uses, and practice with examples, many of which will relate to health and well-being. This will help you apply what you learn to practical, everyday situations. Let's begin our lesson. Let's start with the building blocks of this important tense. The present perfect is always formed using two main parts, an auxiliary verb and the main verb's past participle form. This structure is consistent and easy to remember once you practice it. The auxiliary verb is have or has. We use have for subjects like I, you, we, and they. For singular subjects like he, she, and it, we use has. This distinction is crucial for correct sentence formation. The second part is the past participle of the main verb. For regular verbs, this is usually the same as the simple past form ending in ed, such as walked, played, or studied. For example, I have walked, she has played. However, many common verbs have irregular past participles that you need to memorize. For instance, eat becomes eaten, see becomes seen, and be becomes been. A good strategy is to create flashcards or lists to practice these irregular forms regularly. One of the most common and practical uses of the present perfect is to discuss experiences you've had at any point in your life up to now. We often use adverbs like ever in questions and never in negative statements to emphasize this. For example, have you ever tried meditation for stress relief? This question asks if at any time in your life you've had this experience. You might respond, yes, I have tried it and it really helps me relax. Alternatively, you could say, no, I have never tried it, but I'm interested. This indicates that the experience has not occurred in your life so far. We can also use before to talk about past experiences, such as, I have seen that movie before. Consider these health-related examples. She has never broken a bone in her life. This means it hasn't happened to her at any point. Or, they have visited a nutritionist several times to improve their diet. This highlights their past experiences with professional health advice. The present perfect is also used when an action happened in the past, but the exact time is not important or not mentioned. The focus is on the action itself or its result, which is still relevant to the present moment. This is a key difference from the simple past. For example, she has had a surgery. Here, the fact that she had surgery is more important than when it happened. The result of the surgery might still be affecting her now, making it relevant to the present. Another example is, my parents have been to England. The experience of visiting England is what matters, not the specific date of their trip. The knowledge or memories from that trip are still with them today. If we do specify the exact time, we must use the simple past tense. For instance, she had a surgery last year, or my parents went to England in 2019. The present perfect connects to the present, while the simple past describes a completed action at a specific past time. We use the present perfect to describe actions or situations that began in the past and are still ongoing or true now. This is where the prepositions for and since become incredibly useful. They help us specify the duration or the starting point of these continuous actions. For tells us the length of time something has been happening. For example, I have been a vegetarian for 5 years. This means I started being a vegetarian 5 years ago and I continue to be one today. The action is ongoing. Since tells us the specific starting point of an action or situation. For instance, he has worked as a volunteer at the hospital since 2020. This indicates that his volunteering began in 2020 and he is still volunteering there now. Think about welfare and community. Many people have felt more stressed since the pandemic began. The stress started then and continues to be a present issue. Our community center has offered free health checks for 10 years. This service started a decade ago and is still available today. We often use how long questions with this usage. For example, how long have you lived in this city? The answer might be, I have lived here for 3 years, or I have lived here since 2021. Finally, the present perfect is perfect for discussing recent actions that have a clear and noticeable result or impact in the present. We often use adverbs like just, already, and yet with this particular usage. Just means a very short time ago. For example, I have just finished my workout, so I'm feeling energized. The workout is over, but the feeling of energy is a direct and immediate present result. She has just recovered from a cold, so she's still a bit tired. Already means something happened sooner than expected or before now. They have already completed their health checkup. This implies the checkup is done, perhaps earlier than anticipated, and the results might be available now. Yet, it is typically used in questions and negative sentences. In questions, it asks if something has happened up to this point. Have you seen the doctor yet? In negative sentences, it states that something has not happened by now. No, I haven't seen him yet. These adverbs help us emphasize the connection between a recent past event and its current relevance. They are placed between have, has, and the past participle. To recap, the present perfect is a versatile tense that helps us talk about life experiences, actions with an unspecified time in the past, actions that started in the past and continue now, and recent actions with present results. Remember its form, have, has, plus the past participle. For our ESL students, consistent practice is key. Try to create your own sentences using these structures, especially about your health, daily routines, and personal experiences. The more you use it in speaking and writing, the more natural and intuitive it will become. Now it's your chance to apply what you've learned. In your notebooks, write 3 sentences using the present perfect for each of the 4 uses we discussed today. Focus on topics related to health, well-being, or your personal experiences. For example, I have never tried yoga before. Or, my family has lived in this town for 10 years. Share your sentences with a partner or with the class. Let's actively use this powerful tense to improve our English together.